All right, welcome back. Hi guys, my name is Richie. Welcome back to 12 Step Up. Uh, Before I forget, please like, share, and subscribe. Today we're doing a special Mother's Day interview. The only reason we're doing this is because time was short on us this week with work and all these other things, so we couldn't book an interview, but we'll get you an interview for next Sunday. Today we have my son, Aiden. He's always in the back uh, timing. He's the camera guy, editor. And we have Viv. This is Viv.
Star,
She's
everything.
the super sass.
Yeah.
And we have
Hey.
Mom. So, anyways, we just want to thank you guys for always tuning in and helping us with this. So I actually wanted to ask a few questions to the family, just because we got this family because we got a gift of sobriety, and this is how we all ended up together. Uh, Aiden is from my first wife, and he's moved with us. He moved in with Tiffany and I since we were
First married.
when we first got married. He moved in with us,
few weeks after.
so that would be almost 8 years ago. So, do you remember when I was out drinking and using at all?
I remember. I remember some moments.
Like
Few
what?
moments. Like, remember this one time? I forget where it was, but it was in the backyard. I don't know whose house. It was you. I forget who, and I just know it was like you with a bunch of people. You guys were just like smoking and drinking, and then I was like playing. I think it was. I don't remember. I was playing with my cousin though, and yeah, you're just smoking and drinking, telling us to run off constantly. But like, because I'm a kid, I didn't want to listen. I was stubborn. I just kept running back and forth, and that's like one of like the main things I really remember.
Did anything bad happen after that, or no? It's just a memory.
As much as I can remember.
Okay. So, do you
Nice.
ever remember seeing any violence or anything like that from me or anybody around me?
Um,
Or craziness in general.
Just crazy stuff.
I remember being next to mom all the time with the cops at the house all the time. It felt almost like felt like monthly or something. I don't know. It felt like constant, just having the cops called, and then I would always freak out because they were like going after my dad. Like, what's going on? That's yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember none of that, but I'm pretty sure.
sounds true though. Sounds true.
sounds like sounds like I should have been put away, and I'm pretty sure I did get put away at some point. Um, so now, so you remember that, but
Mm.
what do you remember? Like now, how's your life now that I'm sober? How like how is it? Like, are you are you happy you moved with us?
Mm,
Obviously,
I
Be
think
kind.
I think I don't know. I think it's good. Yeah, I get to live with you guys. You guys set the example, like what could have happened and now what can happen and what I shouldn't do. And I think it's good for me to see and to be like around everything that you guys do, or yeah, you guys do.
Or don't do.
Yeah, so that I know what not to do, and so I could just live my life without doing and making certain mistakes that you guys have made.
because you go to a lot of places that I go to, that
Yeah.
we go to, and so you get to hear all the stories, right? And I mean, does that kind of scare you off from drinking and using drugs, or does it not so much scare you, but does it?
No, it 100% scares me.
It does.
Yeah, all
You
the
see where life could go. Yeah.
yeah, just seeing like what could happen and like what's possible if doing stuff like that. It just freaks me out just knowing that that's a possibility if I ever do something like that. So
Because you're 18 now, so you
yeah,
could make choices, and you could say, you know what, I'm back in California visiting my mom's, and
yeah,
somebody could offer you a beer, and you can make a choice and
Mhm.
say yes or no.
Yeah.
Right now, I'm not there to tell you yes or no.
Mhm.
I mean, you're gonna have to learn on your own.
Yeah.
But hopefully, you always make good choices, right?
Mhm.
It made me a little misty eyed.
Yeah.
Yeah. We have someone over here that would like
So
to answer some questions.
now we
as well.
have Viv with us.
And Vivi, have you ever seen mommy or daddy do drink anything that wasn't like water or soda or something like that?
No.
Or coffee, huh? We drink a lot of coffee.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about doing anything like bad drugs or anything like that?
No.
No. Do we fight and yell and argue and hit each other?
You do- yes, but you don't hit each other.
We don't hit each other. Sometimes we have arguments though, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty normal. We have arguments with you too sometimes, huh?
I think we have arguments with Viv the most.
Probably. Huh?
No.
No,
Yes.
not about your room and how messy it is.
And when brother put up that sign that said I can't
Camera,
sleep
bro.
it there.
Oh yeah, brother gave you an eviction notice because of how messy your room got. Yeah, that was probably for the best though, huh?
Well, well, so what do you want to give a message out to some mothers, since you're a mother, which from your story, if people know your story, you never thought you were going to be a mother.
Yeah.
So you're a mother now.
Yeah,
Mother's Day.
I know. How perfect is that?
Do you have a message for moms out there that are, you know, in a program, and because it's difficult as it is, you're already dealing with your issues with alcoholism and drug, you know,
Yeah.
just recovery in general. And there's a lot of women out there that don't have a lot of support.
Yeah.
What's your message to them?
I thought we were interviewing the kids.
We are. We are.
I think, yeah, I mean, you know, I never planned on having kids or having a family or settling down or anything. And now I've got this big old family and bonus kids and all this extra fun stuff. And I wouldn't trade it for anything.
Yeah.
I wouldn't
You know,
trade you for anything.
I am so happy to hear that.
I like this one.
I know. I
think we're gonna keep
I
her.
think we'll keep her. Yeah. And I think just hang on. You know, I think the same as sobriety. Sometimes I have to go moment by moment with motherhood and stepmotherhood and knowing where my boundaries are and limits and everything. And because I'm just bonus mom for Aiden, right? Like I'm just addition.
Pedro.
AKA Pedro. Yeah. If you know, you know. And so I'm just here as like an extra support, right? And to be that, and I'm really glad that he gets to have his own relationship with his birth mom as well, and have this experience here with us too, and then having this one and knowing, yeah, there's no manual obviously, but there's other women that have very strong sobriety that I really look up to. And it's not always necessarily the amount of time that they have, it's the quality of time that they have.
Because
and
we know a couple of, well, we know quite a few awesome women
yeah, some really badass
that
moms.
there's a couple that I really, really respect that are really close friends of ours, and I made sure they got their Happy Mother's Day message from me.
Yeah.
Because I respect them a lot, and I see what they do, not only for themselves, their children, and for other women.
Yeah.
And I admire those two women very much.
Yeah. 'Cause
Just like
there's-
I admire you.
Mhm.
You're a pretty awesome mom.
Thanks, babe.
I think. So there you have it, ladies. That's a message from one mother to another mother.
Yeah, just stick with the moms that you like. Same as sobriety, like we stick with people
Yeah.
that we want what they have, and I want beautiful relationships with the kids and to be just the best mom that I can be, and so I seek people out that I see that in, and yeah. So
I do have another question for you, kind sir. So I don't know if you've ever tried a drug or tried alcohol. I don't know that. But since you've witnessed all my friends,
Yeah.
And you've seen what can happen, obviously you've heard stories in detail. What would you tell kids out there? Like, what's your perspective on alcoholism and drug abuse? What's your perspective on it? What would you? And don't say don't do drugs. Because
dare to not do
yeah,
drugs.
don't do none of that.
Well, okay. Let me see. That's a good question.
It is.
Trying to think of a good answer.
Well, just whatever comes to mind.
Just yeah. It's hard to miss something that you don't know. So if you don't try it, it's gonna be hard to not miss it and not want to do it constantly, not be addicted. It's easier to say no, honestly, to it. 'Cause it's really easy. It's just
Well,
I get what you're saying. Yeah.
I do understand what you're saying, but most kids aren't like you. You're actually because I've seen you. When you say no, that means pretty much no. Like
He said you're stubborn, bro.
yeah.
well, no,
Yeah.
because I've seen you in action with your friends, amongst your friends, and I've seen you actually say no, and you stick to your guns, which is good. But like other kids, right? Like, would you tell other kids to watch this program?
100%.
You would.
So they could get an understanding of what is possible if they go down that path, and or some kids have already like been too deep in that path, and so show them this channel, see what can happen once they stop and better their lives, I guess.
Because what do you think about like people? Because you've obviously been around us, so you've seen a lot of people come into our lives. What do you see when we first meet people that are like new into our program? What do you see like in the beginning, and then what do you see sometime afterwards?
Sometimes in the beginning, they kind of they're intimidating a little bit. I'm not gonna lie, just from their appearance alone. But then it's kind of cool to see their journey from when they first start to where they're at now.
Yeah.
Just to see how much better they are and how they're doing, and it sounds like a lot of them are just happier in general. Just knowing that they could do like anything and remember like a lot of it.
I know that is a lot of what we talk about. Like, hey, I remembered that.
And it's just kind of like it's amazing.
It's cool.
Yeah.
Vivi says that's also one of her favorite things too.
That's one of your favorite things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And for what I say to all mothers, Happy Mother's Day.
Thank you, baby. That was very sweet. That's very sweet. And do you what about any other mommies who might have trouble not doing drugs or drinking alcohol? Do you think that you would like mommy better if I was doing those things, or like I am now not doing those things?
not doing those things.
Oh, that was very confident. Okay. Did you know that you went to meetings and stuff with us when you were still in my belly? I know. And so you've been listening to a lot of meetings and stuff since you were in my belly. And you've made a lot of I know. Whoa. You've made a lot of friends, huh, too, at meetings. Yeah. Do you like going when we can take you to certain meetings? And you help out too, huh? What do you help out do like at mommy's meeting that's just for girls?
Passing coins.
You help pass out coins and give hugs and stuff, and you give tickets out too. Yeah, you're a great helper, huh?
I'm like, everybody gets a ticket. Everybody gets a ticket.
Yeah.
Here.
Yeah, and I know Richie doesn't get to see that very much, just because we usually do that at my women's meeting when I bring her. But that's you're a very big blessing, baby. And I know a lot of people out there really appreciate that we get to teach this little one to be of service and help other people. And did you know, baby, that that's why we do this YouTube channel and stuff, to help other people? So right now, just the same as like when we're passing out tickets and stuff at meetings or helping other people, this is the same thing. You're doing great, babe. Doing 5.
Questions.
Oh, questions. Okay, do you have a question for Mister?
I do have a question. So Viv, how many meetings do you get to go with us to on a weekly basis?
Probably like 1,000,000.
I don't think it's quite 1,000,000 because there's only 7 days in a week.
Oh.
Oh, you knew that though.
So some people agree with children in meetings and some people don't. To be honest with you, I really don't care whether people like it or not. I'm going there to get my recovery. And so when I see another parent walk in with their child, that kind of brings joy to me because I see that they are trying to better themselves and so they're bringing their kids. I mean, we're showing you this glimpse of our life or in our lives because, I mean, these children, they're a big part of our sobriety and they go with us. They're with us all the time. So whenever there's an event, they are with us or like even when we go, I mean, we got a lot of stuff, a lot of campouts happening. Um, Sometimes we go camping and then we'll let other people know, and then we'll try to have like a campfire meeting, and typically we get a good positive feedback and people show up. And I think this year is going to be so much better because all COVID is kind of dying down a little bit. People's attitude about being out and about is getting so much better. I have another question for you. What is your favorite time when we do something together? Is it like when we go to like camping for Father's Day, or is it when we go to camping when we go to like the river and then people just stop by and see us?
Or the other one where you said you and your friend Malachi could go and be in the kids' place.
Kids' place.
The kids' place one at
that one's pretty cool.
At Woody's. Yeah, that's a good one too, huh?
Because
So
if Lily's there, we could go there.
Well, we could go there. Oh, that's true. I don't think Lily got to go with you very much too.
what is your favorite event that we do?
Just
Yeah, sure.
camping, having everyone come over. I just like camping.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. It's one of the things sobriety has brought in my life. I didn't know that I love camping. I didn't.
I know. Well, you
Until-
didn't get to camp until you were in your 40s. So.
Yeah, until the first time when we moved out here and we went to this big camp out for Father's Day, and like I caught my first fish.
It started raining, and
started
Aiden
raining.
was stuck under the
just this
tent.
big
Built my first tent.
Yeah.
for like 30 minutes.
Yeah.
People won't let
Um,
us leave
that
that
was-
one down because
that was
Viv
a
wouldn't
pretty-
stop crying all night either.
Yeah. That was a pretty awesome experience that time. So again, this is our family, and we created this channel because we wanted to give back, but and it wasn't. I didn't create the channel; it was all us three, and we had another friend of ours input some ideas. Um, I'm not gonna say her name, Cheryl, but
Okay.
but she helped us out a lot too. She had feedback in it, and again, there's not one person that created this channel. We created it together so that we can help others to see that there is hope. And if you're not having fun in sobriety, you're just not doing it right. That's just bottom line. I mean, what do you
Yeah.
think?
Yeah.
Because
Or hanging out with the wrong crowd or something, but I think it's also we wanted to interview the kids today just a little bit, just to show that we bring them around and we include them, and obviously they don't know the full extent of our stories, or whatever. They know whatever's age appropriate, but so that they know that in the future, um, if they need, they have a place that they can go.
and that goes for any
Yeah.
for any kid.
And I
If-
think that's why I love too seeing families go
Yeah.
together to meetings and stuff too, because we're all just living that human experience, trying to stay sober one day at a time and pass that knowledge on and that love to our kids.
Because I have my daughter in California, my middle daughter in California. She is 13.
Yeah, 13.
She's 13 years old, and she watches this channel. So hi, Marissa.
Hi, Marissa.
Hello.
She watches the episodes, and she's been to a few of these events with us, and it just makes me happy that I can share this with my children, because these are the memories that I get to give them now. My two oldest children, they got to see the worst of me, and they won't hesitate to remind me. But that's okay, because it's something that I did, and it's a living amends. So we just wanted to show you guys a little glimpse in our life and see what it is with our children, and wish all the mothers out there of a happy Mother's Day. You guys are rock stars.
Yeah.
So, do you have anything else to say?
I think I'm good. What about you, Vipster?
One day at a time is the way to go, not 2 days at a time.
That's right. Okay, good job, Viv. Any last
Did you
word?
like prep her for
I
this?
didn't. I couldn't. I could never. I couldn't think of that.
You could.
How am I supposed to top that? Man. Just talk to someone, ask for help, reach out. It'll get better eventually. It takes time, but it'll get better.
Look, you're hearing this from a normal kid, that doesn't have our thing
Normal.
normal. But so you're hearing this from him. So if you have a problem and you are seeking help, email us, follow us on Facebook, send us a message, and we'll try to get you the help that you need. Once again, thank you guys for tuning in. Like, share, and subscribe. And we'll see to it that we get you another interview next week. So, bye guys. Thank you. Say bye.
Thank you.
Bye.